Yeah, yo, what up? Welcome back. Early week, Tuesday edition, Arch Rivals. Your boy Corey Parson, my man, the Double R Blazini, getting ready, coming up on the show today. Recap. What was that? Week 4 of the NFL season. Get you some hot takes about that. And before we end the show today, I got. Oh, we can even start it right here because why not? Because it's top of my mind, son. What the fuck happened to the New York sports teams? Blaze. Check
I
this.
don't know.
This. Listen how wild this is. This is where we are at. The best sports team in New York is the Knicks.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, over the past year, you're right.
That's crazy.
The
The
past
only
year.
New York sports team that would make the playoffs this season or this year should be the Knicks. No Yankees. The Mets go out and sign everybody. No Mets. The Jets and the Giants stink. The Brooklyn Nets
ain't gonna do too much. Well, listen, I'm not gonna say the Nets stink. I think they played hard after that trade last year. They played hard, man. They showed hard. They could have easily just said fuck it, and just gave up after that big trade.
Mikal Bridges is a and Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson. They're gonna
That's
show
what I'm saying.
up. You know what I'm saying?
They fought. Yeah, they fought. They actually fought hard. We all thought once that trade happened, everybody pretty much said, yeah, Brooklyn is done. But I'm telling you, they fought every game after that trade. They did.
Yep.
They
I'm
played
a Nick
hard. So we'll
Claxton
see.
fan too. I think Nick Claxton's a good player. I think he's a good young big
Claxton,
man.
yeah. He's young. He's young.
Yeah,
He's
I like
young,
him.
cool.
I don't like the Brooklyn
Young
Nets
kid.
at all. Yeah, I like him. I think he's a good young development player. I like Mikal. I don't like the Brooklyn Nets. I like the players on the team.
Right.
But Ben Simmons gonna sit up there with $20,000 worth of jewelry on and watch the game with his sunglasses on. He's talking about, oh, I'm working on my 3. I'm coming back. So you got a lot of fool's gold in New York. You got Ben Simmons, fool's gold. Daniel Jones,
I think it's just. Oh, okay, yeah. You're talking about one player for each team. Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, fool's gold. Zach Wilson, bad draft pick, fool's gold. What is the Yankees? Garrett Cole is a Cy Young type guy. Gleyber Torres never panned out. You know what I'm saying? Who is it? Giancarlo Stanton. The Mets go get Verlander, Correa. Why it don't work in New York, Blaze?
Yeah, but come on, Corey. A lot of teams do that, man. They go out and sign these high-priced free agents or these so-called superstar players like on their last leg spectrum. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I mean, it's just not New York. I wouldn't say that. I mean,
y'all won a championship with the Nationals. Y'all won a championship with the Capitals.
They've been horrible since.
True, but you won a championship.
Nationals can't win 80 games now.
You don't consider Baltimore one of your teams, though, right?
No, not really. I mean that's pretty much who everyone here rooted for, who cheered for baseball in this area before the Nationals came along. All we had was the Orioles, and they were so bad. I mean, they were decent when they had Adam Jones. They were decent when they had Adam Jones. They made a little run there. When they had Adam Jones, man. Hey, man, that's crazy. Not to get off topic. I know. Look at all the players that Baltimore had.
Wow,
that's playing for other teams now.
So they ran
that's
their organization
crazy.
Bad. Yeah,
they had some talent, man. Yeah, they did, man. They really had. But you know what? Shout out to the Baltimore Orioles this year. Won the division.
I give them props.
That's big for that city. That's big for that organization, man. Nobody expected that. Nobody. Yeah. Especially the way Tampa Bay started off.
Yeah, they were a poverty
Tampa Bay, would they start off 11-0?
Yeah.
What Tampa Bay start off?
They've been 14-1 at one point or something like that.
Yeah, 14-1. Yeah. So
they was going crazy.
Shout out to the Baltimore Orioles for that. That's big.
Now, listen, as a Yankee fan, obviously, I'm the poverty franchise that is the Baltimore Orioles. But I do like to go to Camden Yards. I think it's the best, one of the best.
Beautiful.
It's the best venue, one of the best venues in sports. I love Camden Yards. You know what I'm saying? I don't have I tease Baltimore Oriole fans because because they lose to the Yankees.
Right,
and
in the
stuff
division,
like that.
absolutely.
And Yankee fans go take over their stadium. But then again,
not this year, buddy.
You root for a team where the stadium gets taken over every week too, though.
Not this year. Not this year.
What's going to happen when the Dallas Cowboys come into FedEx Field? They're going to take the joint over like they do every time.
Shit didn't change, bro. It's a new era, bro. They already Redskins Skins fans already bought those tickets already. Yeah, we all. I'm telling you, man. New year, new owner, same team.
Nah, but real talk, the Yankees fire Aaron Boone, fire Cashman, fire the whole thing.
Y'all gonna get rid of Cashman? Wow.
20. You told the son he been there for 25 years. That's crazy.
I know. Talking about blowing it up. Wow.
I don't know if I would get rid of Cashman because who would you hire? You got Theo Epstein. You got Theo Epstein in the league office. Obviously, Yankee fans would.
Where's Theo? Is he still with the Cubs?
I think he's in the league office.
Ah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Yeah,
that would be a Yankee type move. But still, I think Cashman is like one of those things where if you keep saying, "No, that's Cashman," "No, that's Cashman," "No, that's Cashman," then it's another 20 years and you ain't won no more championship. So that's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's big changes coming. But the New York Giants, terrible performance last night. Every time the Giants step up in competition, Seattle kick their ass. The 49ers kick their ass. Cowboys kick their ass. The Eagles kick their ass. You think y'all can beat them?
They haven't played the Eagles yet.
I'm talking about the last game of the year.
Last game of the year.
Yeah, the playoff game.
Yeah, we can beat them. We can
sure?
Because their offense is just – they have no offense. They have no offense, bro. They have no offense. And I think our offense will run right through them. I do, man.
I think you're a better offensive team than them.
Absolutely. Better offense team, yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I would say that. Your offense can disappear too, though.
Yeah, but they only disappeared against the Bills. That was it. They only disappeared against the Bills. That was it. Shit, Miami's defense disappeared against the Bills. So what you saying?
Miami ain't had no great defense. Miami got that great offense.
No,
and you're right.
What I'm telling you is
saying the Bills' offense.
Their offense disappeared against Buffalo.
True, you're
just
right.
Put up 70 the week before. They got the best receiver in the league. What do you mean?
Yeah, but you was in your home building. You was in your backyard. You was in Fed Up Field. You was in Landover, Maryland.
Yeah, whatever, man. The only dude I know from New York that don't root for a New York team. Man, move along, man. Move along, bro.
I used to be a Knicks fan.
Oh, man, move along, bro. You still are a Knicks fan. Move along, bro.
Blaze, you ain't never see me. Nah.
Oh my God, bro.
I might hop back on the Knicks bandwagon this year. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this dude here, man.
What? Blaze, you can't
I might hop back on.
Blaze,
what does that mean?
Tell somebody who they can and can't root for. You can't do that. You can't tell me who I can be a fan of and who I can't be a fan of. I'm free to be a fan of any team.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all, it is shit here.
They don't kids. It's not like how we was growing up. It's not like that.
You know what? You're right. I forgot you're a LeBron James fan, so you fall under that umbrella when you hop team. You're right. Case closed. I'm done. I'm not gonna argue with you anymore. You're right. I'm wrong. Next topic, please. It all makes sense. It all makes sense.
You can't hold me into any team. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna
gotcha.
leave it at that. What do you
LBJ
think about,
fan? Gotcha.
Okay, all right, LBJ, whatever. You can say the king, the GOAT, whatever. The Dallas Cowboys give Bill Belichick his worst loss ever. What'd you think of that? Huh? Did you enjoy watching that? Huh?
I told you, y'all. It's a week-to-week league, bro. It's a week-to-week league. I don't know why Belichick didn't follow the blueprint of Arizona, but that's not his offense. His offense isn't built on misdirection, a lot of movement before the snap. They line up, try to run it down your throat. That's the wrong thing to do against a team like that. Wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Hey, shout out to Dallas. If you go back to the show last week, though, you will hear that I said when Dallas gets embarrassed, what do they do the next game? I clearly said that on this show.
Yeah,
okay. I took the Patriots plus 6.5, but I know what Dallas does after they get embarrassed. I know what they do. Against mediocre teams. Against mediocre teams.
Hey, speaking of mediocre teams,
we know San Francisco is not, but go ahead.
I'm not gonna call San Francisco mediocre. Yo, son, let me tell you.
I know you won't.
So check
I'll
this
log
out,
off
right?
now. I'll log off now if you do that.
I was in this DFS tournament, right? Splash Sports, right? So it's like tiers, right? So, you don't have salaries. You pick a player from this tier, a player from this tier. So I'm looking through the joint, right? So I go with I'll say, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with a stack. I had one tier I had Jalen Hurts. The other tier I had AJ Brown. One tier I had CJ Stroud. One tier I had Nico Collins. Now the last tier is where I fucking messed up. I had Chris Olave, right? I should have had Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs was in that tier. I should have took Steph Diggs, but I'm an Olave guy, right? So at 4:00, Blaze, after that after the overtime, I'm in first place, $1,000, right? So I'm like, I bet I just need nobody to go crazy in the 4:00 games. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to check. I'm not even going to look, close the laptop, whatever the case may be. Soon as I get to my pop's crib, I walk in the door. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown. Son
That's
goes crazy every game, yo.
That's football for you, though, man.
They just use him and use him and use him and use him. Son,
he'll be injured by week 10. He'll be injured by week 11. Because we know he's not durable. We know that.
Okay, he played all last year. So the 2 years before, he was banged up. He was in and out the lineup the 2 years before. He played all last year. Yeah, he played all last year. Remember, he got traded last year.
Right.
In Carolina, got traded, then came to San Francisco, played all those games so far this year. If he play every game, he's easily the offensive player of the year. And I love Tyreek Hill, but it's McCaffrey.
It probably
gets
is.
More
It probably
than
is.
anybody.
You're right. It probably long season though, man. I keep telling people, man. We still got 13 games left. That's a lot of games. We'll see.
You jinxing Christian McCaffrey right now.
No. Now I love CMC. I love him. I just say it's a long season, man. That's why, it's like I don't get too high and low like the first 6-7 weeks of the season. Look at Kansas City. Hey, bro, can we talk about that Kansas City thing real quick? My homeboy. Hey, my homeboy is Vegas's favorite guy right now.
Son. Yeah.
$80 million.
That's crazy.
Was bet on that game.
Yeah.
90% of the money went on Kansas City.
And it just took one for the book right there, son. Can you imagine?
Wow. Bruh, I'm so glad I didn't go near that game. I watched it like just a relaxing fan. Then again, didn't have to worry about it. I'm just watching. I'm like, wow. I'm going to tell you something too, man, to the gamblers out there. You don't have to gamble on every single game.
No doubt.
Sometimes it's cool to just, watch games. You don't have to gamble on them. Enjoy the game. Because, like I said, if you got some money on the game, you're going to feel the anxiety is different during the game. But if you don't, you can sit there and enjoy it. You can watch it. You can see more things. You don't have to bet on every single game. And I did not touch that Kansas City game. I felt like I won because I didn't take Kansas City. I didn't take either team. But I felt like that was a win for me because had I taken somebody, it probably would have been Kansas City. Didn't touch it.
Yeah, because why would you have any faith in the Jets? You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know, maybe Aaron Rodgers sitting up there in that booth. Son, you just watched Zach Wilson and Blaze, the first drop back. Son, throw the ball. What are you doing? Stop patting the ball and moving your feet.
Well, that's how I was with Sam Howell.
But when he started hitting that back foot and getting that ball out, you see he's got arm talent. You know what I'm saying? Son, he's still a young player. He's going to turn the ball over and make mistakes. I don't think Zach Wilson is terrible. He just has no confidence.
Yeah, he don't have no confidence. He don't have no pocket presence either.
Yeah. That's a good point right there.
That's the same thing I've been telling you for Sam Howell for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I've been telling you that. I specifically been telling you now what Eric Bieniemy did this week. He devised a game plan. Man, he was getting that ball out. Doop. He was just throwing darts all over the field. 2 seconds, boom, get rid of it. 2 seconds, boom, get up. Bieniemy, man. Hey, you know what? I didn't really give him a lot of credit because I kind of fell on that. Even when he was in Kansas City, I kind of fell on that LaShawn McCoy train, although I didn't have any type of knowledge of how they do things in Kansas City. But LaShawn McCoy, you talk too much, bro. Eric Bieniemy is a good offensive coordinator from what I see with my team. He makes adjustments, from week to week. He also made adjustments in that in the Denver game. At halftime, he made some adjustments. We just ran through them in the second half. First half, we couldn't get it going. That's saying, man, LaShawn McCoy, clickbait, clout chaser, your man, son.
Don't do that to Shady.
Your man, son.
Don't do that to Shady because Shady is not
your
a
man,
son. Shady ain't your man out there in Colorado waving waving to the fans.
Hey, right now, bro, if it works,
No doubt. I feel you.
it works. Because one thing for certain and two things for sure, you're not going to tell Stephen A. anything different. He believes he is truly the fucking man. He really believes in his heart that he could have played in the NBA. You understand me? But also, too, when you got that kind of bag, you're going to wave to the fans. When you're making that kind of money, man, you don't care what people say about you, bro. I promise you don't.
Listen,
everybody ain't KD. Everybody ain't Kevin Durant.
Don't do that to Kevin Durant. He didn't deserve that.
No, whoa. No, I'm talking about how fragile his feelings are.
Yeah. Why we bringing KD into this and his feelings? You know,
because I'm telling you. Because what I'm telling you
is, we wasn't talking about Kevin Durant.
I'm telling you with his fragile ass feelings and that popcorn butter hair of his. I'm just trying to tell you, bro.
That's your man, I love from KD. Capitol Heights, Maryland, son. That's your hometown. That's your hometown homeboy. That's the pride
love
of
KD.
County, son.
I love KD. Still sensitive. Jeez, bro. I didn't say anything about his game. I'm not one of the ones who kills him for the Golden State. I've never killed him for going to Golden State. I'm not trying to get off topic, but I'm just saying. I've never. Yeah, I've never crushed him once for going to Golden State. Never. My thing is this, and I'm gonna stay consistent with it. The only people that have a problem with KD going to Golden State are LeBron James fans, and they're mad because KD did a LeBron on LeBron. And he did it better. That's just what it is. You can come up with all these different narratives about this, that, and the third. He did a LeBron on LeBron. And then he beat LeBron's ass while he did it.
Greatest team in history.
Come on, bro. Oh, please.
Greatest team in history.
We ain't going there. Greatest regular. Huh?
Greatest team in history.
Why? How many regular season games did they win? Since you like numbers so much,
the numbers don't lie. The number's 73, right? That's 73.
They didn't win 73 with KD.
They
won that the year before.
Okay. You're right. You know they could have ran that up. They could have ran that up though. That final performance was dominant though. That playoff run was dominant. They lost one game in that playoff run.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's
LeBron fans hate KD, boy.
I know. I'm a Kevin. I was on Kevin Durant before I watched Kevin Durant, University of Texas.
But you're not really I wouldn't really call you a stan though. Like I wouldn't really call you a stan because I remember when LeBron first came to the league, used to crush him. I remember that. Used to crush him. You know what's funny? You know what's crazy how the tables have turned? You remember when LeBron first came in? You remember like I was a fan. You used to crush him. 6-7 years later, the tables turned. I
was mad because he didn't go to the Knicks.
Oh my man, you used to crush that dude. And like I said, I wasn't a stan, but like I said, I never. No, you remember that because he was like, oh son, you just like the next big thing, son. Remember, you was like, you only ride with LeBron because you think. Because I said no, because I remember I told you I don't think he's going to be better than Mike. I never saw that.
All right,
I never saw it. He had 10 chances to be great, and he was only great 4 times. Moving along, though. Jesus, how many chances do you need? God.
How many chances you need to score more points? How many chances you need to score more points than anybody else? Oh, my God.
He played 65 years.
How many chances do you need to score more points than anybody else? You know, longevity is like, it's like Emmitt Smith. People say, Barry Smith would have put the record way out there. Well, Barry Smith did. I mean, Barry Sanders, excuse me. Barry Sanders didn't. He quit.
So why wasn't Kareem ever the undisputed GOAT ever? He held that record for the longest time. Why was he ever considered the undisputed greatest of all time? You can't answer that, and neither can you, LeBron James fan. You can't answer that. Hey, you know what this kid? Listen, I went to go get me a kebab the other day, and I think it was like this Middle Eastern kid. So he was sitting there eating his food. It looked like he was about 23, 24.
Yeah.
So he eating his food, and just out of the blue, I grabbed my phone. So I walked by him, I'm leaving out the restaurant, and he was like, I don't even know what made him ask me this, but he was like, Michael LeBron. I was like, you really asking me that?
Oh Lord.
I said, Mike. Now listen, no. My point is this, and this is what he said next. He said, and this is the younger generation. You can't blame them though. They're younger generation. He said, so you take the rings over the points? And I said, that's why I don't argue with these youngins no more. I just don't. Because they're going to make their case, and that's fine, even though the case don't really make much sense. I mean, as far as like what we've been following, as far as, what makes you the greatest or, accolades and so forth. But that was his question. So you take the points over rings? I said, have a good day, young man. I'm not even going to answer that. But that's how that generation thinks.
Okay.
That's how they think. I'm not taking points over rings. Absolutely not.
And your quarterback GOAT is Tom Brady, right?
Absolutely.
Well, not Joe Montana. Joe Montana undefeated, 100%, winning percentage, 100%.
So what? Brady got
so
3 more.
Is that what you're talking about with Michael Jordan?
And went to another team and won. And won, which Joe Montana didn't do when he went to Kansas City. Don't tell me about
game.
So what? He lost. He lost.
Right.
Brady went to the Super Bowl and won.
All right.
Hater.
I just want to make sure you keep it 100. I just want to make sure you keep it a buck.
Well, what you thought I was going to change?
Because you're talking about how come LeBron James got to have perfect record in the finals, right? But Tom Brady don't.
But he don't even. If LeBron was like 6 for 10, then yeah, 7 for 11, something like that, nigga, he's 4 for 10. He's less than 50% on his finals wins. Man, listen, you kill it. Hey, listen, chill, bro. Just chill, bro.
Steph Curry,
if he was 6 for 11, huh?
Nobody had to compete. Michael Jordan never competed against a team like that. Never competed.
Man, you sound like Shannon Sharp. Okay, Shannon. Okay, Shannon.
I'm keeping it a buck.
Okay, Shannon.
Everything I'm telling you is the truth.
Okay, Shannon.
That's not my man.
So you telling me? So wait, you telling me? Hold on, because I already know what you're gonna say. Now you about to act like you were born in 1990. I know you are. You telling me Charles Barkley wasn't the man, bruh?
He was the
when
man.
Mike and them played. He won MVP that year, bruh. Y'all act like this is the thing with you guys. Y'all act like during Mike's era they were just handing out MVPs. Oh yeah, let's just give this person. No, bruh, nothing's changed. If that's the case, then what the hell you give Westbrook a MVP for?
Westbrook ain't no MVP player. He averaged double.
I know. Right, but I'm just talking to the masses though. That's what I'm saying. Charles Barkley was a monster, bruh. Come on, man. They weren't just giving. It was hard to win MVP during the 90s. It was very hard. Charles Barkley was a great player.
It's not Steph Curry, Kevin Durant.
Bro, 2 different type of styles of players, though. That's all I'm saying.
I get it. But listen,
Gary Payton, great player. Sean Kemp, great player. Come on, Karl Malone. Regardless of how you feel about him and Stockton, great players, man. Those guys were great players, just different eras, and I get it. Now I understand when I sort of like would say the same things about the players in the 70s and the 60s. I'm like, oh, man, them guys, man, they can't compare. But at the end of the day, a great player is a great player, man. It doesn't matter what era he plays in. If you're a great player, you're a great player. Mike plays some great players. That's that stand shit they keep running with. Oh, look who Mike had to play against. He was checking Jeff Hornacek. Man, you niggas wasn't even born when he played Jeff Hornacek.
That's a good one.
Just keep running to YouTube every 5 minutes and read all these different articles, man. Cut the bullshit. Yeah,
they good on YouTube, son.
Huh?
They good on YouTube right now. No, they really are. They good on YouTube. They got my son got all of that stuff from watching YouTube. He tell you his GOAT. My son's GOAT is Michael Jordan. Never seen him play. They don't have the sports books. Don't have the Cincinnati Bengals to make the playoffs odds up. I haven't. Oh, here they go. Cincinnati Bengals to make the playoffs. Yes, it's plus 200. So 2-1 odds for the Bengals to make the playoffs. Would you make that bet? Yeah.
And the only reason why I would, because they have enough talent to turn it around. You know, like now people are starting to question their coach. But he was getting all the praise the last 2. But he was getting all the praise the last 2 years. All the praise. Oh man, look how he just come right in. You know, they get Joe Burrow. You know, now they're winning. Now this year he catching all the flack. Boy, I tell you, you just can't win in this sport.
You're right. Now I've always been. I've said it many a times. Joe Burrow been bailing Zach Taylor out. Zach Taylor got some Frank Reich to him. Like why the quarterback always get beat up? Why the quarterback always hurt? Why the quarterback always get beat up? So the protection schemes caused the quarterback to get a torn ACL in his first year. He came back that next year. They had the worst offensive line in football. And Joe Burrow still got them there. You remember how many times he got sacked in Tennessee last year? So now it's finally starting to catch up with them. You know what I'm saying? But they got
what's going to happen?
Odds. Go ahead.
No,
they got the same odds right now to make the playoffs as the Houston Texans. And I would think if I was to put $20 on either one of them teams to make the playoffs, it'd be the Texans.
DeMeco Ryans, baby, my coach of the year. Let's get it, DeMeco.
You get that one. You got that. I hope you bet that. That's probably gonna hit.
Right, hey, but you know what? And you know what? To be fair, remember, I'm not a big CJ Stroud guy, but right now I'm eating a crow sandwich and I got lettuce and tomato on it. So like I said, we'll see. Hey, I don't mind eating crow. Right now, CJ Stroud starting to make me look a little crazy. Starting to look at me. Starting to have me look a little crazy.
Already over 1,000 yards, or just about 1,000 yards passing. Yeah. No interceptions on the season. They beat Pittsburgh like a drum this past man. Son.
Well, Pittsburgh still doesn't have an identity. Yeah, they've won 2 games, but what is their identity? What is it?
Yeah.
What is their identity? Like what do they do on offense? That's consistent and good.
Najee Harris looked like Ezekiel Elliott.
Man, Najee Harris need to either go to another team or he just don't have it. One of the two.
Yeah.
I hate to see wasted talent. But you
he
remember
carried the ball too much at Alabama. He's already ran down.
I was just getting ready to say that. And remember, during that time when he played in our SEC, they was hitting, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? SEC was tough. SEC starting to fall off a little bit. Just a little bit.
You know what's so interesting? I did the show on Better this morning, and I actually was talking about the people would say that, son, you can't win on the road. That's the problem. The environments are so difficult. So you look like you about something one week, and then the next week you go on the road and you look at Florida. They throttled Tennessee, right? Go to Kentucky and son ran for 200 yards in the first half.
Raced.
Right? So
that's the new word now. Boat raced.
Now look at Missouri, right? Mm-hmm. So
LSU beat Kansas State.
Yeah, exactly. Now, mind you, all that at home. Now, and they at home for LSU this week. They might beat LSU this week at home. LSU didn't look bad. You think LSU bounces back this week? Okay, right. Now, and then LSU still has to go to Tuscaloosa. Alabama still got to go to Texas A&M. Now, I think Alabama can beat Texas A&M. Georgia still got to go to Tennessee. You know Tennessee going to play good at home. Georgia's been skating this year. You know what's so crazy, Blaze? You know who's going to win the SEC? Alabama. It's all going to come back to Alabama. If Alabama beats LSU, it goes to the championship game, the conference championship game, Alabama will beat Georgia this year.
Remains to be seen.
Everybody talking about, has Nick Saban ran out, Nick Saban this, Nick Saban that. Nick Saban might be in the college football playoff this year.
Man, I'm telling you, Georgia I text you week 2, remember? Man, Georgia's just been getting by every week, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. This is going to be interesting. Don't be surprised if Michigan wins it all this year. Just don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
That's interesting.
Okay.
I haven't watched Michigan yet.
They've been playing cupcakes, but they just dominate. I mean, both that offense and that defensive line. Good gracious. Oh, man. Don't be surprised if Michigan wins it all. Still,
the best team I've seen so far is Florida State, but I want to see what Texas is going to beat Oklahoma. But that's interesting. I don't know. I think it's for as much as people think it's going to change this year. I would not be surprised if it's Alabama right there again.
I'll give Florida State this, unlike some of these other teams. Florida State's competition in the beginning of the season been pretty stiff. Like, they've been playing some close games, which will help
LSU
them
and Clemson,
at the end of the season. Yeah, man. And Clemson, bro. You understand? They struggled with Boston College. Okay, it's an ACC game. You know what I'm saying? But they did that on the road. Like I said, man, Florida State, this might help them at the end of the year, you know what I'm saying, when they need it most. Got to face a lot of adversity and, tough games and so forth. Because like I said, man, they didn't start off their schedule with cupcakes this year. Not at all. And I respect them for that.
Last year before the NCAA tournament started, I was using this little, this little software that I use to kind of go through and see, okay, where can you get an advantage at? And I went through conference winning teams that have winning records on the road and conference. The first school that popped up was UConn. And I was like, I don't like the way UConn looks so far. Because remember, UConn was kind of back and forth last year. And then in the end, don't get me wrong, the tournament was kind of watered down last year. It wasn't a great tournament, but UConn won the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
When you can win on the road in conference, you're really good. You know what I'm saying? And really, Florida State has really been the only people to really do that so far this year. If I'm missing somebody, oh, that's my bad. That's on me. But we back later on in the week with some picks. You know what I'm saying? Thank everybody subscribing, hitting the like button and stuff like that. We'll be back later on this week. But my man, the double R, tell him, hey, left hand up for the Commanders. I'll let you. We out.